power of sport. This is Raw Sport. Time for Raw Sport Pop. A deflated-looking Anton Corneal returned home this week after witnessing the under-20 women footballers lose out on a World Cup spot. The Trinidad and Tobago football technical director ruled the third equalizing goal scored by Costa Rica's Michelle Montero, claiming she fouled the TNT defender before scoring. And while hurting that this opportunity was missed, Corneal seemed content that the girls gave it their all.
When we looked at our plan, everything we wanted to happen happened. We got early goals. We went up 3-1. I think at that time we were still comfortable. We got an injury in midfield that I think affected us a little bit, and not because of the new players not coming on, but it was one of the senior players, and we already did not start with one of the players being injured. And the run of the game, of course, we knew they would have brought the game to us in the second half. It's only natural. We're up 3-1, and even when they scored the second goal, we got to the 85th minute, and which I would consider, and you can probably show it back, a very questionable call. We looked at it again today, and normally that would be called, where one of their girls pulled back our central defender, and that's what carried it into overtime. It should not have gone into overtime. I don't think we could have handled overtime as good as Costa Rica, since we played the US 2 days before, which was a tough game physically for us. And I think being able to come back 48 hours after, we just could not handle overtime.
Meantime, national midfielder Kevin Molino recently became Orlando FC's first ever MLS signing for the inaugural 2015 season. Molino is guaranteed a spot on Orlando's 2015 MLS squad and will also play in the final USL Pro season for Orlando City in 2014. The talented attacking midfielder is set to leave for the US at the end of January, but spoke to Raw Sport TV about his club and international career.
They come to me with a plan, and they say they go in MLS, and I was highly interested with a plan when they get promoted to MLS, you know. And I'm just delighted to be one of the first players to sign for Orlando City to go MLS, and I'm just delighted and looking forward to it.
You were out of action off season for a bit, and that affected your national team call-up by Coach Hart. You were a little disappointed that you missed the last international game? Yeah, definitely. I'll be disappointed, but at the end of the day, is a professional game, and if I'm not contracted to nobody, I don't think it's possible you should pick me on the squad, because I've other players who contracted and they deserve opportunity just like me, and you know, I accept this decision the coach make, and now I'm contracted, so hopefully I'm back in the squad. I want to get back on the playing path to get fit, and then anything is possible, but I have a target this year, over 10 goals as a midfielder, and I think anything is possible after there, and continue being a regular player for the national team. I think I want to have even a bigger impact for my national team, and hopefully I continue doing good for Orlando City, and I believe the sky will be the limit.
And we close off with a Raw Sport burning issue. Leo Beenhakker set to return to Trinidad and Tobago soon. The question is, at what expense, with the TTFA crying financial woes at the end of 2013. So, is the Beenhakker Boost worth it?
I think no one can doubt the pedigree of Leo Beenhakker and what he's done for Trinidad and Tobago, and what he's brought to the table as a technician, as a leader, as a manager, and as a football expert. But the new association must also consider timing, you know, and the motivation, because members of the technical staff is still owed salaries. A lot of people, a lot of service providers for the federation is still owed salaries, and you've got to question if it is the right timing at this point in time. We've seen Coach Hart done a wonderful job in the little time that he was there. When you look at the current situation, it begs another question from me. There were a lot of people, businessmen, all kind of people saying, they're not putting money in football because Jack Warner in the football, and corruption and this and that. now Mr. Warner is out of football. Where are these people? It takes money, lots of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars to run football. So where are these people now who are saying Warner should go? Why are they not now coming forward to help the national program? If I were Raymond Timke, given the current financial situation and the fact that a lot of the coaches have still not been paid, although I have been paid, right? I'm going to say that very clearly. I would have held back on bringing Beenhakker. I think there are people like Anton Corneal, Everald Cummins, Edgar Vidal, who can sit with Coach Hart and Anton Corneal and come up with a proper plan for Trinidad and Tobago football. I think we going for a little window dressing at a time when we can't afford it.